Hello everybody, I'm Trey, and welcome to the very first episode of the ScreamingDrunks podcast. Today I'm with two of my lifelong best friends here, Sage, say hi.
Hi.
And Kota, which he can't wave, but say hi.
Give it a bop bop bee.
So, the theme of this podcast, we drink alcohol and we talk about things. Can everyone here agree with that? Alright.
Yes.
Yep.
So, how we'll start off every episode, and we're going to start this one off, is by showing what we're drinking today, and I'll go first. So today, I'm drinking a Yuengling traditional lager. I got a big boy can, because Lord knows I need a lot of alcohol to do this. You go next, Sage.
I'm drinking that Kirin premium beer, Kirin Ichiban.
Nice.
Yeah, boy.
I am currently drinking a peach iced tea with a Kirkland Islay single malt Scotch whiskey.
Ooh, you got that Kirkland brand stuff.
Yeah, I don't even know what company this is.
It's Costco.
Yeah, but I don't, because Kirkland sometimes buys full on name brand stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't know what name brand because the distiller's a mystery, and it's probably the most mid Islay I've ever had, but it's not bad. It has everything that you're looking for, just nothing more.
That's fair. You know,
It's also very young. Yeah?
Speaking of good and bad liquor, alcohol, the first topic I want to bring up with you guys, since it is a Screaming Drunks podcast, is what is some of our favorite alcohols? It could be beer, seltzers, liquors, mouthwash. I mean, obviously we all know the purple mouthwash tastes the best, but I digress.
Oh, I'm a blue fan. I like that blue Listerine alcohol.
Oh yes. Do you guys want to do beers and liquors? We divide them up.
I only like one type of
I'm fine with
liquor.
that.
Let me guess. Whiskey?
No, Scotch.
Scotch. Okay, but what's your favorite Scotch you've had, or maybe because obviously Scotch is not necessarily a broad term,
so it depends. But there's two Scotches I really like. I like the Ardbeg, which I've only had the 8-year, which is the youngest one they have, and I can't pronounce it because it's in Gaelic. It's like the Unaglog.
Yeah, I'm
And
sure
then
someone out there will be there to correct you.
I'm not a big Highland fan, but I had a Dalmore. I think it was like a 12-year or 25-year. It was like a $300 cigar malt.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I didn't buy it. My friend did, but I had some. It's pretty good. It's not mine go-to.
Yeah, I'm
but
not a
super
Scotch guy,
smooth.
but I try it just because it's expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, Sage, give me a liquor that you are fond of, that you have in your cabinet most of the time.
I don't know. I guess I'll have to go with a classic rum. Just good old Cass's
Rum?
classic fucking, yeah.
Do you have a favorite type of
Classic
rum?
Morgan.
Captain Morgan?
Morgan.
You're a
Yeah.
classic man. You are a classy guy.
I'm a classy fella and a classy day.
So I've got two picks for favorite liquors, or liquors of choices. A rum, but I'm a Sailor Jerry type of guy. I just love Sailor Jerry, and specifically Dr. Pepper. But, out at the bars, it's Sailor Jerry and Coke, because they don't really have Dr. Peppers. And then besides that, I find myself being a big vodka person. If I'm going more expensive vodka, Belvedere just fucking kills Grey Goose. Grey Goose is overpriced. But I think you can't go wrong with Tito's if you go with cheap vodka, personally.
I can agree with that.
I'll keep it, I'll stay with me and also go with my favorite beer. My favorite cheap beer, Pabst Blue Ribbon, a good old PBR. Got a lot of judgment for that one, but I don't care. I love PBR. But
I'll be honest, never heard of it.
You've never heard of
never heard of Pabst?
You never heard of Pabst? You've never heard of Pabst Blue Ribbon? There is no. Okay, wait. If I showed you a can, would you know what it looks like? Would you maybe?
Probably.
Okay.
Maybe.
I don't want to go up and get one, but
I've gone to a couple parties, so I probably have seen one.
it's got like the blue like ribbon. It's a mostly white can.
Oh, I'm gonna go grab one from there and shove it into.
Shove it in for him to see, and this is.
I've seen it. I think I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope so. Oh, dude, no, it's my favorite. It's my favorite cheap beer right there.
Never had one.
But in terms of like non-cheap beers or like non-dirt cheap beers, it's hard to really pick one. I say my favorite type is I'm a big stout guy. I love stouts. Sage, you go ahead and take it. We'll go in reverse order.
I don't.
That's the face of a thinking man.
Indeed. Let's see. I guess for cheap beers, my classic go-to is Tecate.
Okay.
I just love drinking Tecate.
Yeah.
Not the blue can, the red can.
Oh yeah.
Is there much of a difference between the taste? No. But I like the red can more.
No, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. It's a classic. I just remember it always from my childhood. So I like to think about it because I go, ooh, I know this one. I've seen the brewing factories.
And by
So
childhood,
cool.
he means when he was 21.
No. I don't know. And then for like, I guess not cheap beers, I kind of like some imported beers.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. They kind of tickle my fancy. I like them. It's a tough battle between Kirin and Heineken.
Kirin is one of my
I love
favorite
both.
Japanese beers. I've tried a lot, and I mean, well, you know, because I was over there, I tried a lot of Japanese beers. Kirin is my second favorite Japanese beer.
What's the first one? That
Not Sapporo, not Sapporo or Asahi.
Not Sapporo.
It's one I actually. It's one
Sahagi? Sasashi?
No.
Asashi?
Yebisu.
That's a goodie. I like drinking that when I'm eating sushi. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've ever had.
Yeah.
Give us a beer you like, man.
Well, I got two.
Okay, that's fine. We basically just listed 36
Yeah.
beers, so.
Yeah, well, technically it's like three, but I'm gonna go with three. My go-to, because I'm not a big beer fan, but like my go-to is just Modelo with lime.
That's just that's a classic.
That's just like the only thing that I find good.
I have
I
say I have a level of Mexican beers where it goes like Modelo. If they don't have that, Corona. If they don't have that, then I'll take a Bud Light Lime. But sorry, you go ahead though.
But I can't. But like the only time I like Bud Light is when you cook it down when you make beer brats, and so you get like the Bud flavor, but you don't get that gross like piss taste.
I would say I hate regular Bud Light. It's actually my least favorite beer. Which I mean, I've said in almost all my videos so far, but anyway. So you said Modelo with lime.
I found this beer one day at my local grocery store, and it's probably the best summer beer given my situation of like all year's summer, which is the Big Wave Golden Ale, which surprisingly was beer that was refreshing because it has heavy notes of, I want to say orange, but it's a very citrus front, and then a nice hoppy beer at the end.
Okay.
And so it was just a really nice, and I think for a 12 pack it was like $3.
Holy shit, that's like cheap.
Yeah, but I think there was a sale going on,
Yes.
but that's like my memory.
You know, we don't get sales. I'll delve into it in a minute when you're done talking, but we don't, in Ohio, we do not get sales like that. But I'll delve.
Sucks.
Yeah.
And then the last one, I want to get into stout so bad. I've had Guinness Stout, But the only ones that are out here for me is the extra stout, which is just too dry.
Yeah.
So the
One
only
of
other
these?
what?
One of these, mayhaps?
Yeah, that's the extra stout. I'm just not a fan of it. But I've had a North Coast Old Rasputin, which is a cool
Ooh.
looking bottle.
Yeah.
It just tasted like barley, wheat, and metal.
You know what metal tastes like enough to be able to be like, yep, that tastes like metal.
Yeah. So those are like the three most distinctive beers.
I think with stouts, it's hard with there's just not a lot of mass market stouts besides like Guinness. Most of it you're relying on like a brewery, which is still good. Those were the best ones are at, but still.
Yeah.
I like milk chocolate stouts. Oh, dude, so good, so good.
I'm a huge dark chocolate fan, and I'm surprised I still haven't found a dark chocolate fucking stout yet.
You need to go to like wine. What is it? Wineco, right?
Total Wine and More.
Total Wine.
Yeah.
Definitely go there, man.
Surprisingly, the majority of their beers are from
Oh, what?
Like from Japan. Like a lot of their imports are just Japanese and nothing else.
You know, I think another good one might be Fry's actually does like the build your own like 6-packs and shit.
Yeah.
And they'll have like just a bunch that you just pick, and you should find some good ones there because we have Giant Eagle over here, and that's basically the same thing. What I was gonna say though. Oh, go ahead. Tell me about something.
One of the funniest things, I can't say it because the brewery is literally the city, but it was a local brew, and it was a dark chocolate beer, which you definitely taste chocolate. But the thing that made me laugh is the imaging was a chocolate-colored puma slashing at the can, and then it says support your local brewery, and then the city or the city name brewery. And I just found it kind of weird.
Nice. I was gonna say, so like, remember I told you like, so moving out here to Ohio, I've learned that the alcohol laws are different. So like when beers and stuff do go on sale, they always like say like state minimum pricing because it's like ran through the state government, and you cannot put like beer or liquor below a certain price. Or like you know, in Arizona, you can go to Walmart and get liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Here you can't. It's all state-ran liquor stores.
Oh.
But that's why we also don't have anything cool out here like Total Wine. Most people actually travel down to the border on where Kentucky's at, because there's one right across on the border people go to get all their like liquor and beer for like super cheap. Yeah.
If you want some insane liquor laws, go look at Pennsylvania. I've heard some weird shit from there.
They can't buy 6-packs. They don't sell 6-packs of beer.
They don't sell 6-packs?
No, you have to buy. Nope.
And also, if I remember correctly, someone out there will correct me on this, but a lot of the liquor stores were like a certain, like before a certain time to be government approved by the state.
Damn.
To be like, yeah, you can sell alcohol, and they have super strict laws on what times they can be open, how much they can sell to one person, because I think Pennsylvania used to be a dry state.
Yeah.
Oh. RIP anyone trying to throw a party out there, I guess.
Yeah, I guess Penn State's not where it's at.
You're only allowed to buy 3 beers.
You grew up in fucking Pennsylvania, you hear all these people like, oh, dude, I brought a 6-rack, or like, it's mentioned in a lot of songs, like, a 6-pack of beer. People in Pennsylvania are like, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean, a 6-pack? We got 20 packs.
So like,
I don't know
the most outrageous thing we've ever bought, a 6-pack. We had it stored away in our car. We drove past 3 cops. It was outrageous.
We bought a 6-pack, and it's just like those like YouTube thumbnails. It was like,
yeah, Arizona has some goofy ass fucking alcohol. You cannot ship or have alcohol delivered to your house box, but
You could do that in Ohio, though.
yeah, but like in Arizona, you can't yet.
Isn't it crazy?
I like to preface, you can have certain guns shipped to your house, but you can't alcohol, and I think that's insane.
You cannot buy liquor at anything that's not a liquor-approved store here, but I can have beer shipped to my house.
Yeah.
In Arizona, they're like, go wild, man. Oh, this little place that has barely any, like, notion of ownership wants to sell liquor? Why not? Go for it. But you can't ship anything to your house, not even beer.
Oh,
You gotta love the United States of America, right?
yeah.
I don't know. Good.
Apparently, Uber can deliver you beer, but I don't know if that's considered breaking the law or not, because that's still being shipped to your house.
I know, yeah, Uber can. I don't know if they can deliver liquor, though. It might be by state.
Should look at the laws for the state I'm in.
Yeah, it might be by state, though, so...
When I was doing Uber, I was delivering alcohol.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I wonder if, because you know how, like, Uber has that grocery, I wonder if I could just tell them to go to my local Total Wine and More, buy alcohol, and give it to me.
You probably could.
Oh, dude, legal loopholes, fuck yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't condone doing legal loopholes, chat.
He doesn't condone it. Yeah, chat.
Oh.
I'm a Twitch streamer, so I call everyone
this is a Twitch stream, actually.
It is.
Thank you, Danger Derek 37 for the $60 tip.
You can't say dollars, you gotta say bits now.
Bits, oh yeah, 60 bits.
Yeah.
Thank you for the tier wins.
Hey, can my
tier
mods?
Subscription.
Hey mods, can you highlight his comment for the next 7 minutes? Thank you so much.
Mods, ban that guy. He said no.
Ban him.
Ban him now.
Alright, mods. Ban him. Okay. So, you want to keep this alcohol related, or does someone have something they want that's just burning on their chest?
I got a boo-boo.
You got a boo-boo? Actually?
I
Oh,
got a
wait, you talking
boo-boo.
about your finger?
Yeah, it's
How's that
it's
going?
not healing right. It's not healing right. Let me show you.
What do you mean it's not healing right, though?
It still has a hole in there.
Well,
it's like the length of my nail, like deep.
Are you planning to get that looked at?
No. You think I have that type of money? No.
Kinda?
For podcast listeners that's not watching the video, he essentially showed his finger having what appears to be a simple cut wound, but I didn't see the hole. It just looks like a cut wound, so...
Yeah, the angle does not help out.
But it's apparently as deep as his fingernail.
I can send a picture of it. It doesn't
That doesn't help the people.
That doesn't help people just listening, you dumbass.
No, you can describe it a lot better than I can.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna describe in detail, like every little just bit of it.
Show me your hole so I can describe to chat.
Yeah, put your hole on camera.
Alright.
Oh! And demonetized, banned, canceled on Twitter.
So, for listeners at home, it's essentially a deep cut that has a gash, and so since skin is layered, the most bottom layer of skin is healing, but not the top because the connective tissue is not touching. So he just has a little gash that's going to take a long time to heal properly, but it's normal. But it looks like a little hole, but it's not.
I can hold a penny in here.
Okay. Can I swipe a credit card through it?
Oh!
Let me try it, actually.
Oh my god.
Because I don't think it's actually anything painful.
Let me try it. Here's my credit card information.
Don't show your actual credit card.
I didn't. I showed an expired credit card with no numbers.
Wait, did you pay money to have an anime credit card?
Yeah,
No, it's a sticker.
It's still, he still paid money for the sticker, though.
I am more okay with a sticker, because a sticker costs...
I got two.
a sticker could cost like 20 to like $1, 20 cents to $1. Where like the custom-made credit cards, I think they charge you like 15 to 20 bucks.
I had a sticker on mine. It was like $7.
The only custom thing I got for a credit card was I had to get I also had to get a tweet notification, as in I DM'd Terry Crews so I can get a picture of him saying, "What are you doing?"
Is this
from
Cap?
that classic show. I mean, I can show it, but it shows my numbers. I don't want to show that.
Okay, no, but you're being like serious? You messaged Terry Crews?
He never responded.
I mean,
so
yeah, I didn't think he would, but dude out here is messaging Terry Crews.
Yo, can we get our first guest to be Terry Crews?
Yeah, first guest. Okay, goal of the podcast is have Terry Crews on here.
That would be amazing. I would not stop talking about white chicks.
Oh, that was my first movie I was going to go to as well.
I just love his little do-do-do-do-do-do.
I was thinking of. Did you guys ever watch Everybody Hates Chris growing up?
Yes.
Yeah,
Good
I was.
show.
That was my introduction to Terry Crews. Was
I
Everybody
watch an
Hates Chris.
episode or every now and then from that show.
Oh, it's so good.
Never truly sat down to.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is also a really good show with Terry Crews.
Terry Crews is just a great actor. He's funny. He's charismatic.
He's a funny man. He does a lot of hoo-has.
Yeah.
I can't even think of anything he was in that was bad.
Nah, I'm trying to think of things that he was in that was bad.
I can't think of any.
I can't think of any.
So he's perfect.
Dude, those Old Spice commercials he's in are also perfect. He's funny.
Yeah. I forgot he was fucking Old Spice commercials.
Yeah, he was. You know, I got a lore question for everyone here.
Alright, what's the deep lore? Oh shit.
What was your guys' your personal first experience getting drunk? Do you remember?
I plead the fifth.
What do you mean you plead the fifth?
Mine was done with pleading the fifth.
Come on, okay, you don't have to spill every detail of it. Like, okay, how old were you?
Allegedly. At 17.
Yeah, all this is allegedly, by the way.
I allegedly at 17 may or may not Walmart and may or may not have allegedly taken an item without paying and then went home and allegedly drank a suspicious liquid and it made me feel funny. Allegedly.
Yeah, all allegedly, by the way.
I allegedly hydrated at the age of 9.
No
allegedly.
Way! There's no way!
Yeah, allegedly. It was
Allegedly.
at my friend's house, and we were like, hey, how did these taste? And then allegedly we drank a good number. And allegedly we started playing with his pet snake and scorpions.
You know, when you said you'd started playing with this pet snake after allegedly drinking a lot, I'm not gonna lie, I thought that story was going somewhere else. I'm like, you know, we've been friends for a while, and I did not know this story.
It was a python. It was a python. It is my fact, a python.
Sure.
Anaconda don't.
Oh, well, none of us who got buns, hon. Come on.
Allegedly, that did not happen.
God, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember myself. So
that's the first time I drank. But if we're talking about like taking just like our first sip.
Oh well, first sip. I can tell you that one easy.
Oh yeah, same.
Before I even moved out of my state to Arizona the very first time.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you know.
I think I was 7. I was camping with my parents and some friends, and my dad was drinking Bud Light, and I was just like, how is that? And he's like, you want a sip? And I took a small sip and swallowed and just go, how can you drink that? That is gross.
Yes, that's always how it is. My first
that
sip.
is my experience.
My first. You go, Sage. You go.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'll go.
Sorry.
My first sip of alcohol, I think I was probably 9, and it was my dad, of course. I mean, who else?
The classic.
We were watching. We were at like a family friend's place, and we were all watching football, because of course. And they're all drinking Bud Light Lime. It's always Bud Light. It's always some form of Bud Light, I swear. At least for white folk. And I'm like, lime. I remember some of the ways like me being like, ooh, lime, how does that taste? He's like, and he gives me my first sip of beer. I'm like, I don't think I'm ever going to drink beer in my entire life. That is the most disgusting thing. I hate beer.
Let's see.
From beer.
That's delicious.
I think I was 5 or 6. It was like right before we moved from Texas to Arizona, and my dad was. We were at the apartment complex that we were living at, and my dad was watching football, not American football, but classic,
football.
Mexican soccer, and it was pretty cool and everything. And my dad was like, "Hey, take a sip." And it was a Corona bottle, and I took 3 sips because I didn't know any better, and I was just like, because I tasted the first time, I went, this is bad, and then I took another 2 sips to make sure I tasted what I thought I tasted, and he was laughing at me, and then also he got staring at me like, the fuck are you taking more sips? I liked it.
Well, you liked it. I hated it. Kota, did you hate it? You hated it, right?
Yeah, first time. Like, I have a question though.
But here we are now. ScreamingDrunks.
Is there actual Budweiser that's not Bud Light?
What do you mean? Like there's Budweiser?
Yeah, like is that a thing? Because I've never seen a normal can of Budweiser. I've only seen Bud.
You've never seen a normal can of Budweiser?
Like, I know the logo because I have Budweiser Steins and whatnot, but I've never had normal only Bud Light.
Really? It's a little bit better. I mean, I don't know if you should go out of your way to try it, but I mean, like, I definitely know you could go to the store and get, like, a pack of it.
Because when I went to Walmart and Fry's, all they had was just the blue Bud Light. I want to try the red Budweiser can, because I will like to. I have a bottle collection.
Next episode, man. That's what you gotta. You know what? Try. We'll do a Budweiser tribute next episode.
I'm not drinking that. No. I would rather drink a gallon of horse piss than Budweiser.
All right, well, I think Kota
against Budweiser, but like,
I think Kota should try Budweiser on the next podcast episode.
Yeah, I'll try to get
he's trying to do that. What's it called? Can I change my answer from the very beginning about the favorite liquor?
He's had time to think about it. He's like, actually,
I did. Have you guys ever had Cayman Jack margaritas?
No,
I've had.
They are the greatest. This is not a margarita. This is a Cuban mojito. But I gotta say, Cayman Jack knows how to make margaritas, in my opinion. I'm obsessed.
Are you
obsessed? I'm trying to remember where I had my favorite margarita. I'm a huge margarita fan.
Yeah, I'm not a big margarita guy either. I'm honestly not a huge, at least when I go out drinking, right? I'm not a huge cocktail person. I think there is something so nice about just having like just a nice ice cold beer in my hand. Because, like, I don't know. It just seems really chill. I think to me, beers could be really chill.
I'm a big cocktail guy. I like cocktails and scotch. I think my favorite cocktail. I can't even remember what the fuck it was called, but it was essentially coffee, rum. Was it vodka? I can't remember.
Sounds like you're describing an espresso martini.
It was not espresso martini. It was like Moscow something, but it was not Moscow. That's ginger ale. I
Yeah.
wonder if I can find it.
Yeah, now I'm curious.
Moscow.
Because I was just about to go, like, my favorite, like, martini is espresso that is my favorite, like, cocktail martini margarita type thing is an espresso martini. I think they are so damn good. Best one I had was definitely in Japan at this one place I went to where all their liquor was like homemade liquor.
I gotta say, there is one liquor from Japan I really want to try one day in my life.
Which one?
I think it's that liquor. It's that alcohol that they have with the dead snake inside.
Habusaki, dude, disgusting.
I want to try it.
No. Try it. You have to try it. Like, if you go to Japan, you have to try Habusaki. And I've had it multiple times, knowing it's disgusting. But not only will it knock you on your ass, it is... Just be prepared. It is, like, have your chaser, like, right next to your mouth. Take your Habusaki shot, and then immediately get something else in there. It is garbage. One of my friends one time, we were taking Habusaki shots. Don't know why we were, because we're like, oh, why are we doing this? Who even ordered this? But we had to take them. He took it and started puking in his hand and had to run to the bathroom while puke is like dripping from his hand. But
what a classic!
Definitely try Habusaki.
So I found the cocktail.
What's it called?
Oh,
it's called White Russian. I feel dumb for forgetting. Yeah, flew over my head. Yeah, no, I
the
love
rum should have given it away.
Taste of coffee, and I had a really good vodka, like this vodka I've ever had. Earned cost $10, and I'm mad that Total Wine. So,
no, we have an espresso machine, so I've been making my own like espresso martinis. God. It's so good because I mean, like I'm a big coffee fan too. I mean, 10 minutes before we started recording, there was like 3 Dunkin' cups up here.
Okay,
I should preference that. Like,
you have an addiction to Dunkin'.
Okay, while that's fair, I should probably preference. I love coffee in pretty much all shapes and sizes. Like Dunkin' is good for like my little sugary, yummy coffee, but like with my coffee machine, I just make black coffee. I think black coffee tastes good.
It depends if it's like a good, like fresh pot of like fresh beans. Have you ever had trucker coffee?
Trucker coffee? No, but I'm gonna look this up now because I am very much into coffee.
Trucker coffee is essentially, from what my dad told me, if I had it, is when a diner doesn't like wash out the coffee pot.
Ooh.
So it's just a pot of coffee that constantly gets cycled with new coffee. With the old coffee, and it's not tasty. It's very rich, bitter and dark.
Okay, but I want to try that.
Yeah, it's
good.
Try to find a Waffle House and hope to God that they have trucker coffee.
Pray you go into the right Waffle House. You don't want to go in there and get absolutely gangbanged by like the customers, you know?
Yeah, that's why like, I kind of want to go. I've been actually having a craving to go to Waffle House and get some cheap, just waffle breakfast food. But like, look at all the places where Waffle Houses are located. It's like I do not want to be in that area for more than 5 minutes.
I went to Waffle House once in my life, and it was so full I didn't even get to sit down. So I was like, all right, well, I'll go somewhere else now. Never had Waffle House.
Okay.
Oh, since we're talking about Waffle Houses, did you guys hear that we're losing a land?
We're losing what?
We're losing a landmark in Arizona.
Landmark?
What are we losing?
Oh?
We are losing the Packers Cafe.
What is that?
Hold on.
Okay. So
no.
Like,
I might know. I have to look it up.
Okay, so in Mesa, there was a Packers bar that was also, I think, would it count as a cafe? They serve coffee, breakfast, and it was also a bar.
Yeah, it's a cafe. It's a gaming bar.
Yeah, and so the owner recently passed away, and now the bar is up for sale. And what made it iconic in Mesa was it had a I can't remember if it was a limo, hearse that they painted it in Packard colors.
Okay.
And it sat outside of the bar.
I know what we're talking about now. I know what we're talking about now.
It's for sale for $10,000 if you want the car. It runs.
No. Dude, it's
10 grand?
I want to give a shout out real quick to all the Packers bars that aren't in like Wisconsin, because we have one right up the street from me. I was looking at this bar, and it's like inside. Like I looked at the pictures. The inside, it's all like Green Bay Packers stuff, and it's like the people on the roofs like, this is a Green Bay Packers bar. I'm like are the Green Bay Packers like a gang? Like, oh yeah, this is the Ohio branch. This is the Arizona branch.
We're international.
It's like biker clubs out here. Oh yeah. What the fuck are they
mess
called?
with the Green Bay Packers. To maul you to death.
Yeah, cheeseheads.
Oh my god. You gotta say though, we love Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin, at least a 9 out of 10. Thank you for that 70s show.
Yeah.
There's like 4 Packer bars out here.
One thing I would have to disagree for that.
Wait, you're disagreeing with me on Wisconsin being a 9 out of 10?
I had to disagree one thing about the 70s show. I think we all know which actor I'm talking about and what he has done. It will be unnamed. But
Oh, no.
I digress. That's off topic. We can go back to our talks.
Talking about.
Wait, you don't know what he's talking
Bar
about?
G Lounge is the place closing.
Do you really not know what he's talking about, though, with that 70s show?
No, because I've only show and I don't care about.
Valid.
No,
Valid.
okay, never mind. That's fair.
That's fair.
I'm gonna assume since it's celebrity drama.
I just will never know.
Oh no! I type in Bar G Lounge and I got what I don't want.
You
What
get
is
them
it? The bar is just-
G-string lounges.
G-string lounge? Oh, me and the boys will hit that up tonight.
Let's go to a girl bar, if you know what I mean.
Let me take you to a gay bar. That's a good song.
I actually went to a girl bar in Japan once.
I don't even know what that is.
So a girl bar,
Not the bar
right?
for girls only?
No, it's not. So it's a bar where you pay usually you pay by the hour, or you'll pay the equivalent of $30 for an hour and a half, unlimited drinks in that hour and a half, and during that time, usually girls who are dressed very open.
Oh.
They come and sit with you and talk to you, all that kind of stuff.
It's really sad.
It's weird, sad, and kind of awkward. It's really funny though when you see one singular Japanese man walk in, because you're like, lonely.
No. It's not funny. I feel bad for that man.
No, but so I don't want to go because I don't act like, all jokes aside, I actually don't care for that.
So
I'm
sad.
to me it's weird. To me it's awkward and weird. But I was in Osaka.
Next time you see that happen, everyone just has to point and just point at him the entire time as he walks by.
Yeah. I was in Osaka with a bunch of my friends, and there was a group of 5 of us, and I was outvoted 4-1 because they all wanted to go to a girl bar. I'm like, God, guys, please, no. Actually, it ended up being really fun. So she came, gave us a drink, sat next to us, she was talking to us, she's not bad English, but we all accidentally started laughing at her, though.
There was no accident.
No, because
I know Master Uguay's quotes.
She had mentioned for a time she had an American boyfriend, and that she flew out there to visit him. And I'm like, oh, where in America did you go? The one place in America she went to, guess what state?
Georgia.
No. Kansas.
Nope. She went to West Virginia. We all laughed.
That was a most expensive plane ticket I've ever heard.
Just to go to West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Yeah.
What's in there besides Fallout?
Yeah, besides Fallout. Drugs.
I don't think ever.
So
There's only one country song. That's it.
Alright, so I got to bring some back to that Packers bar out in Mesa.
Yeah.
The Wall Street Journal, Mesa makes the top 10. The G Bar, the most redneck bar in America.
No way.
That's the landmark we're losing. Yeah,
Dude.
so
Rest in peace.
Yo, guys, alright. Let's do a challenge where we visit the top 10 most redneck bars in America, but you walk in holding hands and just see what happens.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I would get shot instantly.
They don't like my kind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're at a double disadvantage, dude.
Yeah.
I can outrun you guys. That's it. That's all I have. I'll have like a 30-second lead before a fucking bullet or a fucking truck just runs me over.
Oh, man. God, we really are losing. Arizona's losing a landmark. That's sad.
I mean,
I'm trying to
those
figure out how long this bar's been because, like, it looks like this photo that they have is from the 70s, and I really want to know what the bar is.
When was this bar created? 2005. What a
I'm trying to
classic.
find it.
I mean, is it really a shame if Arizona loses a landmark?
Yes.
Yes?
Because there's nothing out here, dude.
It gives it a,
I mean,
it gives
it
it
wasn't a
personality.
It wasn't much of a good landmark if we didn't even know about it, and we were in Arizona for a
No,
good while.
I knew what he was talking about. I just...
Oh,
I
never
honestly
heard of it
did
in my
not
life.
know it was a Packers bar until he told me. But I knew the location area he was talking about because of the car hearse that's out there.
Never heard of it in my life.
See, what's great is some deep lore is when
deep
I was
lore.
really young, I used to live out by Mesa. That was a bike ride away from me. So, young me still lived in Mesa. My first drink could have been in that bar.
Yeah. It's funny thinking about it because when we moved to Arizona, we moved to Apache Junction. And especially Apache Junction in like 2008, 2009 Apache Junction. All I remember is the liquor stores and the adult like sex stores and strip clubs.
Yeah. Fucking. I remember when I hit 18 and some of my friends are like, we're going to go to a sex shop. And so we went and I was just gross, weirded out, and just did not have fun.
What's it called?
Oops, I may be a part of that. Oops.
Were you?
Yeah.
You were there with me?
Pretty sure.
Oh, dude, my
Let's see.
memory's so bad.
Dude, when I moved to Arizona and whatnot, there, like, I lived in that house that you guys have all like visited or whatnot.
Yeah, and for everyone watching the podcast, we'll put the exact coordinates to that house on here.
Don't do that. My mom still lives there.
Yeah.
What's it called? So that entire area was like underdeveloped. Like the city over didn't even though it's like more popular, like everyone knows it compared to the city that we all lived in.
Yeah.
That big city, like it wasn't even like half of its size when we got there. Like if you were heading towards that one freeway, that connects everywhere or whatnot, that goes like hella far to the McDonald's and like the Chase Bank and all that, right? And that entire area didn't even have houses or anything. There was nothing.
I mean, I moved to that. I moved there in 2009 after we left Apache Junction. So, especially when I visited recently,
It's
like
very different.
The fact that a Home Depot and Costco in that area now is crazy.
That Home Depot is literally just a 20-minute walk from my house, and I think that's outrageous.
Exactly.
Because they built it when I was gone, and I came back and I'm like, "There's Home Depot now." You know what thing that always upset me about the town next over, the big one? They threw a hissy fit because our town was in that area where that Home Depot's at.
Yeah.
They were gonna build a movie theater there.
Oh yeah.
And the city over fucking threw a giant hissy fit and whatnot. So fucking the planners were like, all right, so they moved it over there.
That's how that got there.
Yeah. Originally, that wasn't gonna be a movie theater over there. That was gonna be some other like stores and whatnot going down like that. But you know those damned city people.
Yeah.
Crying about it.
Hey,
For
Kota.
those, yeah, hold on. For those listeners who are still curious on the G-Bar, it was created in 1991.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's
so anyway,
like-
your question?
At least 10 years old.
Shut up.
What?
That's at least 10 years old. I'm not wrong.
He's doing the quick maths.
Yeah.
The quick maths. When it was 10,
Yeah.
Is he good?
Okay. All right.
it is. Those that understand the quick maths I just did understands what I just did.
Well, I've got a very big burning question that I think everyone wants to know here. Every single listener, every person who's not listening wants to know. Kota, what gun do you want to talk about this week? What gun has been on your mind?
Oh God. Okay. So
For everyone who doesn't know Kota here, he is a big aficionado of guns. Does not
He's a
mean
gun
he's
freak.
doesn't mean he is like, oh, well, guns. Just his interest. But let's hear it.
So I found out. Oh shit. Nuclear guns are cool. Not guns that are made from nuclear, but the guns that defend nuclear reactors. A little different. And there's some cool stuff out there.
Are these like sentry type guns, or like people with holding these guns, these guns?
So it depends, because some of them are just the guns for guards. Some of them are sentry turrets. And hold on, let me grab my notes because I found one.
He's got notes.
Yeah.
I completely misunderstood when you first said it, and I just assumed it was a weapon that shot nuclear like stuff.
Well, yeah,
No, I
that
took
was-
it as a weapon that was nuclear powered.
Yeah, well, that was essentially what's leading on. It was like not guns are actually nuclear powered. Guns that protect nuclear reactors.
Yeah.
But let me pull up my show notes here. So
just
I
a
can
classic P90. That's it.
No.
You got the Black Ops Galil.
Got it. So I
Everything else
inserted
just
the wrong
P90s.
nomenclature from memory. So one of the why is it still not popping up? Okay, then I guess I'll have to.
What really bad?
While he
notes.
finds it, this is my Pokemon card of the week. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing now. Pokemon card of the week. Is that really gonna be a thing? Probably not. I'm just buying
Hold
the
up.
time.
Hold up. Can I show what I have for the week?
Yeah, show and tell of the week.
My show and tell for the week is
It's just like a dark abyss in his room.
hold up. I'll find it.
He's just throwing stuff. He's throwing stuff.
I'll find it. Don't worry.
This is a good time to mention that this podcast is sponsored by no one. So use our referral link below to get $10 off your first no one
My
purchase.
show of the week is I have the Hex Girls socks.
Oh, those are actually kind of
That's
cool.
right.
I
That's
thought it was
right.
going to be some dumb shit. I actually kind of want those.
It is the classic. Now
Well,
we can all talk about. She was everyone's favorite crush, followed by her, and then the drummer.
Mine was the middle one. The frizzy orange hair. That was mine. That was my Hex girl.
Valid. I think she played the bass, right?
Yeah, I think so. I wish she played drums.
Really did not actually mean to toss everything. It was just for a gag.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh
Kota,
no.
have we bought you enough time?
Yeah. So I ended up I wrote down some of the wrong stuff, but I figured it out. So what I found out is that Daewoo is a car company out in, and they eventually bought Hyundai, or Hyundai bought which company bought who. But anyway, Hyundai makes a K4 grenade launcher to defend nuclear reactors.
I'm looking this up. Hold on, this is interesting.
It is called the Hyundai or Daewoo K4 grenade launcher. Daewoo Precision is where it's under.
Oh my god, Hyundai makes like weapons.
Yes. I figured at least.
Why are you surprised? Toyota made airplanes.
Okay,
they made a little
there's
bit
a
more
big
than
difference.
airplanes.
Okay, but cars and airplanes. Well, I mean, Honda makes. You said like last. They make motors. They make a lot of shit. But like cars and
Volkswagen made planes.
Okay, yeah, but like those are like vehicles. We're talking about vehicle to guns. Okay, that's why I'm surprised.
It was during World War II.
Okay, well,
He's talking about when like Mitsubishi and Toyota.
Yeah, they made airplanes for war.
Yeah, because that was like wartime like needs. Like, okay, we're gonna switch.
Yeah.
It's like LG, the phone company, making a fridge.
I'm talking like this is like modern times and like mostly peace, where like Hyundai's like, yeah, we're making guns too. That's why I'm surprised. Anyway, Kota.
My mistake.
Yeah.
Like a difference is like John Deere and International Harvester M1 Grand. Then once the war stopped, they stopped producing. A little different. This is like modern day. This came out in 1993 and it's still in service.
Damn.
But yeah, it's mostly it's if you know what the U.S. was, it
you cut out a little bit.
A newspaper.
It's a belt-fed automatic grenade launcher. It shoots 40 by 53 millimeters. So it shoots 40 mic. 350 rounds a minute at meters a second, and its effective fire range is meters. So yeah, it takes a belt of 32 or 48 grenades. I think it's crazy that Hyundai, or at least Daewoo Precision Industries, makes grenade launchers. You know, like, we really want explosions next to a nuclear reactor. Apparently, Iraq, Libya, Mexico, Poland, South Korea, Singapore, some of them.
Mexico liberated.
Mexico mentioned.
Yeah. Mexico mentioned.
Right.
I said the wrong word.
I will say, that was a very strong way to start off your gun corner. Because I did not know about that.
I rather make it something cool and general that, like, it's not going to be as like, oh yeah, I like the AK-47 and say a generic
I would
thing.
not expect you to talk about an AK-47 or an AR-15. I'm expecting it here like, this is a gun that the Germans used from April 1942 to September of that year, and they only made 30 of them, and only 20 people used them. That's the kind of shit I'm expecting to hear.
No.
A little bit more of gun corner. There's only like one thing that I like talking about, which is, I think it's like the PBS or the PSB suppressor for the AKS, which was carbine variant. That's they had a spoon on the suppressor, and I was like, what is this thing? And why
a spoon?
A spoon. Yeah, it's called a spoon. On the suppressor is a like crescent shape. It looks like an actual spoon head attached to the suppressor. Essentially, what that was for was to keep it is a muzzle brake to keep forcing the gun to recoil downward, because since it's so small, shooting 7.62, the recoil is too high. And then something else I found is that on one side of the suppressor, it slanted pretty harsh, and that was so the grenade launchers can fit.
I don't know. Personally, if I had to choose my gun of the week that I liked, it would have to go with the Krumlauf. I think it is the funniest failed weapon to have ever been made, in my humbled opinion. Something about the Krumlauf, you know, the bent barrel, and they're like, this will curve the bullets, and it just shot forward.
Not
Absolutely.
always. So, Trey, to give you a perspective, SCG 44, which is a World War II
I know
assault
those. Yep.
Yeah. So they had an issue where troops would just walk up to the tank and then just put explosives on it and detrack it or throw grenades down the hatch if they didn't lock it.
Mm-hmm.
So to combat that, they took that same weapon platform, curved the barrel in certain degrees with a mirror on the side so they can stick the barrel out of the hatch of the tank and fire it. But the issue is sometimes it will break the barrel and the bullet will go through. Other times the bullet will shatter and make a shotgun pellet, and it wasn't really effective. It cost too much money to make. The wear and tear was a lot. It was a failed project for a thing that they were trying to fix because their tanks were just too goddamn expensive to just let it get destroyed with a guy with a sock, a grenade, and oil.
I'd hate to go up against that.
Yeah. That is like the one thing no one wants to face.
I'll be honest with everyone here. I didn't bring anything to the gun corner.
That's fine.
You brought it up.
My two favorite guns, and I'm sure Kota is gonna start like cringing and judging and start deleting me off his socials as soon as I say this. My favorite guns are a UMP-45 and the KSG shotgun.
Those are not bad.
You just leave.
Alright, I got somewhat approval, boys. My limited gun knowledge.
The Universal Machine Pistol, although I would say the 40
He used the government name!
Yeah, I used the government name. The 40 kind of sucks because I just hate the Smith & Wesson 40 caliber because it's short and weak. It's essentially the creation of this caliber. The government used 9mm back in the 70s. 9mm still considered a weak and good cartridge. So they didn't want to use 45 because it's too powerful. So they went with 40 cal, which if you were to convert it to millimeters, it's a 10mm round. So instead of using actual 10mm rounds time, they made the 40 cal, which used less gunpowder than actual 10mm. And so it was just kind of a pathetic round that the government really loved and produced it everywhere. And so the Universal Machine Pistol 40 used a 40 Smith & Wesson short and weak. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But then they had the UMP, which shot.
If he's wrong, can we have a bunch of people boo him?
Yeah.
Yeah, where's our true fact checkers?
Any one of us is wrong, just boo us.
This is all just going off of memory, so I'm not.
Hey, dude,
I'm quite wrong.
I respect it. I still respect it. Yeah. Plus, I am inclined to believe you. So,
by the KSG, are you talking about the double barrel Caltech shotgun?
Yeah, I think so. I just think it looks cool.
Have you heard about how it failed military testing?
Oh. Am I finally gone?
Oh, no. You're there.
Hello?
Hello?
You're here.
I'm back.
Okay.
Never left.
Apparently.
Sorry. Everyone froze on my end. I was just like, this is it. I've died. I've gone to the great beyond.
I'll finish up with this KSG because we're kind of running a little long.
Yeah. It's all good.
Apparently the story of why the KSG failed like U.S. Trials is because how you reload it is the shells go in the back of where the stock is, where it goes on your shoulder. And then when you point the gun down and hold it by pump, and then they start feeding rounds. And what that led to is that all the weight of the and pressing down led the extractor to close, or not the extractor, but like the loading gate to close, and it took off a guy's finger apparently.
Oh, well then.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting a phone call.
Alright.
Sorry, boys. Also, do you like this one?
There's no
It's not even coming through.
But yeah, supposedly that's the story. I don't know how true. That could easily be fun lore. But Caltech doesn't make good guns. But the KSG is one of those, this is fun and it won't quite kill you.
You know what? I like the part where it won't quite kill me.
Yeah. You should. I can't remember.
As the owner of one gun, I would like to add maybe a KSG to my collection at some point in life.
Let's see how much it go for.
Oh god, it's gotta be like over 1,000, right? Like, it looks cool. Like, it looks unique. Not that determines how much a gun costs, but I feel like
heck,
that has like some.
I don't even know if these are even produced anymore.
I'd be buying on the secondhand market.
The verdict is in, boys. It was a butt dial.
Oh, well.
The American president, Joe Biden, butt dialed me, and all he said was...
Okay, so Caltex are ranging from $800 to $1,200 according to guns.com.
I look 800 to 1,200. Sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's a lot of money for a shotgun that's not great.
You know what else sounds about right? It sounds about right that we're bringing our first episode to a close. You know,
all right.
I think we were very successful here. We talked about alcohol, guns. What more could you want in a podcast?
That's true.
American freedom.
Yeah, American freedom. I think Joe Biden was mentioned at one point, at least by name. Nothing else, but there was the name Joe Biden. That's a big one. That draws crowds. Seriously, thank you all for so much for tuning in to the first episode of the Screaming Drunks podcast. I've been Trey. This has been Sage and Kota, and we will see you guys on the next episode.